So India win a T20I where the opponent needed 30 of 30 with lots of wickets in hand, and in doing so they win a bilateral series 3-0 with a super over win in the final game. Sounds familiar, right? It's almost like India's new T20I brigade was paying tribute to the old guard who've left in what was a new chapter for Indian T20I cricket. It finishes 3-0 in Sri Lanka for Suryakumar Yadav and Gautam Gambhir's T20I outfit. Let's take you through the major takeaways from this series. You have to begin with Riyan Parag, because when was the last time you saw an Indian top 6 batter almost bowling their full quota of overs in a bilateral white ball series? Riyan Parag got a few overs in that first T20I when Sri Lanka, remember, were in the ascendancy in the chase for long paths, and then he took 3 for 5, career best figures. More impressively, he's followed up by bowling his full quota of overs in the second and third games. Both games where you thought he would be the sixth bowling option. So India are clearly investing in that batter who can give you consistent overs. The fact that Parag can bowl both off spin and leg spin and be a matchup bowler only adds to his value, and it also bodes well for him that his primary suit of batting, he managed to get a cameo right at the end in the final game with that 26-run knock. Those overs at the death to Parag in the first game was the first glimpse of Suryakumar Yadav showing he can be as funky as a captain as he tends to be as a batter in this shortest format. Because look at India's bowling deployment in the death overs this series. After Parag in game 1, there was a lot of spin overs in game 2. And then, who would have thought, Rinku, Singh and Suryakumar Yadav finishing off a bowling innings for India, that too with a very low target in front of the opposition team. The best sign through all of this is that Suryakumar Yadav, it's early days, but he's showing signs of being invested in a process and a system, even if at times it could be at the cost of results or victories in bilateral series. So really good signs in what is Suryakumar Yadav's first series as full-time captain. So there is clear emphasis on multi-skilled players, one of whom, Washington Sundar, only got to feature in the last T20I, but he made his case there. A vital knock with the bat, a good cameo showing what he offers with the bat, and then so good with the ball. 2 wickets in the game proper and then both the wickets in the super over. This for Washington backs up what was quite a successful series in Zimbabwe, where he was India's leading wicket taker at an impressive economy rate. If India are investing in all-rounders, Washington Sundar surely has to be one of those players who has to feel his time is coming. The man who always makes the news when he's not in an Indian 11 or an Indian 15 got a chance to feature but did not grab the headlines. 2 games for Sanju Samson, which is more than he's got in the last quite a few months, and he didn't make a single run. It's a cutthroat environment, Indian cricket, and making it to the Indian squad. No one perhaps knows that better than Samson, who finds himself out of the ODI setup, having scored 100 in India's last ODI. So he knows every chance matters, and this score will go down as 2 games where he got the chance but did not deliver. And finally, a quick look at Sri Lanka, who had a rare series where they saw all of their top order contribute consistently, and yet it amounted to nothing because the rest of the batters just disappeared. Every game there has been a collapse more shocking than the previous one. As a result, they lost all 3 games. And as a result, despite a good outing for Nissanka and Kusal Mendis and Kusal Parera, Sri Lanka will know that they have a lot of searching to do as far as middle order options go. One of them, of course, is the new T20I captain in Hasaranga. But now they need to start exploring options at numbers 4 and 6 to build some batting depth. In particular, one person whose spot could be in danger is Nissanka, who hasn't contributed in quite some time now for Sri Lanka.